Hi, my name is Joseph Weeks. Welcome to my Focusee review. In this review, I shall be talking about Focusee, which is a product that records screens. So right now, I'm using a different screen recorder, one called Movavi, and I'm in the process of moving to Focusee. Why am I moving to Focusee? Well, there's certain features that I like about it that it has that Movavi, which is the more traditional screen recorder, does not have. One is the fact that you have the zoom effect with options for automatic and manual adjustment. You have the ability to have a spotlight effect, which maybe Movavi has, but I've not particularly used it. And you also have the ability when you upload it to have interactive features. So what I mean when you upload it is when the video has been created, you can upload it to the cloud and you can actually put interactive quizzes and other features on it. You can then export it like that, and you can then upload it onto whatever social media platform you want. Now, what is the standout, or what are the standard features that this software has that maybe regular software for screen creativity or screen capture doesn't have? It's just these creative features, which ultimately mean that your videos might be more presentable when you are more professional when you show them. And it also means that because of the fact that the short format, which YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels and TikTok, which are highly interactive, are taking up most of the real estate now in terms of video and video viewing. You might have a chance to actually, with some of your long form videos, you might have a chance to actually have a bit of interactivity, and you might then be able to pull in more people, or the audience you have might actually be more captivated. Now, there's no substitute for content or for the quality of content, but also the presentation of what you have makes a difference, as we've seen with the proliferation of the format, the 9:16 format that has done very well over the last 2 to 3 years. Now, let's go down to the pricing, and we can see that you have license tier 1 at $39, and license tier 2 $99, and license tier 3 $199. When you go onto their actual sales page, I'm looking for it here. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, you have it here. You can see that for the equivalent of, there's no two computer plan, but the two computer plan here is for $95.99, which is lifetime as well, and that's for two devices, so maybe your laptop and your desktop. For one computer it's $69.99, while on the Appsumo deal is $39, and for the five licenses it's $179.99, but on Appsumo is $99.99, so a huge amount of savings made there. Now, if you come back to the actual software itself, let me pull up software. What you're seeing here with this software is, after you've done the screen recording, you have the option of having the fact that you can have the whole screen, or you can have a portion of the screen, or you can just select which area of the screen you want to record. Now, when the recording has been done, as you can see here, there is the recording done, and you have the ability to export it in different formats. So you can see you have the 16:9 or the 9:16. When I made my first video, and I think the last video I made, I think I made this mistake again. I left it on the original, and if you upload it onto YouTube, it will say to you that this size is not the appropriate size for YouTube. What you want to do is you want to get to 16:9, so always remember this feature. In terms of style, you can click on this and you can decide whether you want to zoom in or zoom out. You can see that they are different. The screen moving, I'm not sure if I saw that effect in use. Cursor movement, yes I did, because the cursor movement, when I'm moving my cursor, you can see it's actually being recorded. So screen moving, zooming, yes, the screen moving, I'll have to have a look and see. Now they're all in effect anyway. They're all you can utilize all of them. Now, before you export as well, you can have your your actual image in a different position. So you can see the image is here. You can have it this way, so it's not really half and half. You're on the left, and the what you're talking about is on the right, which is looks very nice. Or you can have it in this format where you're behind, or you are top right, or you are in the square format on the left. But that's top left. But this is the one I probably prefer the most, and that's one I use, or I'll probably use it for the foreseeable future. That or this one. Right, you can flip horizontally. You can adjust the layout. That is for where your camera position will be in relation to the actual screen that you're actually talking about. Now remember that it depends on what information you want to show, so you might have to have the screen or the image in different positions where there might be more visibility. So in this case, it's down here. It's not really obstructing very much or anything at all. If you put it up here as well, it'll probably be the same, maybe a bit more disturbing because it's at eye level. So this is tucked away nicely, and that's why I like it so much. Now in terms of captions, you can click on this and you can see you have it in auto. The auto will be the caption for your speaking, so it will actually create captions based on what you're saying in English, and you can have captions in language. So in case you speak any of the other languages, you can select captions in English, or if you're speaking English, you can select captions in French, German, Spanish, and that's captions. And then you can do the watermarks, and that means that you can have different watermarks. Now you can also have click and drag a watermark to put onto the video, and when you're in the video within the editor, you can crop, you can splice, as I've seen I've done here. You can highlight a certain area. So if you want to highlight maybe an area where it's about this specific area, you can see this is a byte now, which is really good. You can highlight that if you wanted to, or you can go backwards and forwards, or you can to delete. So for that feature, or this feature that to highlight, that's quite good. When you export, obviously the highlight once the video is in motion, you can see the spotlight here. Once it gets to this area on the timeline, then that feature will be highlighted, and that's I think that's particularly cool. So let's delete that. Now you can export, as I said. If I was to export, what I'll do, I click on export, and I can export based on whatever resolution I want. So 2K 25 frames per second. It gives the options of different frames per second. 25 and 24. I think 24 frames per second tend to be 24 frames per second in terms of recording terms. Tend to be the most seamless, where it minimizes the amount of jitters. I think that will probably be an ideal one. Or even though it tends to select 30 frames per second as well, which I think it prefers. I think the resolution as well will determine which frame per second will probably be most ideal. But I probably will leave it on the standardized or whatever the app suggests. So in my case, I think that is 30 frames per second, and then you can save your video to wherever you want it to be saved. In my case, it's on the E drive, and Focusee in a folder called Focusee. So I can change the name of the video so that no matter how many times I export, I'll know what video it is. Now, these are the features that you have to actually add the some of the other interactive bits like the quizzes and all that. You have to upload it onto let me just cancel this. You have to upload it to the cloud, and when you upload to the cloud, it will enable you to do some of these things that you want to do. The other thing that you might want to do as well is you might also be able to do some of the interactive things on their website. So when you sign up for the program, the website has a free ability for you to upload your video onto their platform for free, and you can put in the interactivity you want, share the link. I'm not sure if you can download it in that regard, but that is one of the features that make this different from the traditional screen recorder that you have. So when you upload it, you can put quizzes, you can put call to actions, like you see the highlights on there. So it's pretty good, and I think that makes it effective. One more thing I didn't show you, or I didn't talk to you about, was the fact that you can customize the actual layout of the so if you go back to the to this, you can customize the background. So the default, as you can see, is this one. So this is the first one here. You see what it looks like. So you can change any of that. You can actually use plain background if you don't want all of this, or you can have a custom one where you can actually upload an image, and that will be at the back. Basically, you can upload an image of the logo of what you're talking about for there will be continuity and all of that. So this is Focusee in a nutshell. I'll leave a link down below for you to go to Appsumo if you want to pick this up. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe and give me a thumbs up. All right, bye bye.